Right.
If you don't like
okay, let's play Educating Ricky.
Right.
Brilliant. Go. Right.
So-
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Educating Ricky.
Right, what we going for then? Hanging the bacon, airy Chinese kid, alien gives man a beard.
I think Alien gives man a beard.
I'd like to do that.
Right, there's this fella, I think it happened in America, and he saw a bright light in the sky. And
God, if you're bored.
and he stood there.
This is a true story, is it?
Yeah. He stood there,
Yes, of course it isn't, Steve.
and he saw this bright light, and it came closer and closer, and it was a UFO, right?
Yep.
And he looked at it, and it disappeared, right? And he gets back in his car,
He looks in the mirror.
and he looks in the mirror.
Yep.
He's only got a beard.
He hasn't.
You sure it wasn't someone else who got in the car and he was still standing out there?
Right?
What?
And it turned out,
Yeah.
he got home and said to his wife or his girlfriend, it's a bit weird. So I just got out of the car to look at a bright light, and I got back in the car, I grew a beard, and she said, never mind your beard, where have you been for 3 days? And what had happened is...
He passed out because he was pissed.
No. The UFO had taken him for 3 days.
Yeah.
But he'd only thought that he'd only looked at it and it went away.
Yeah.
But what had happened is, he
yeah.
took him and
Yeah.
he grew a beard because he hasn't had a shave.
Right, okay. I mean, was Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones anything to do with this at all? Did you see this on a video maybe and thought it was an educational film?
No, it's from a book that some kind person sent in to me. Here.
Can I just ask again, just again, I'm just throwing this right back at you. Do you think there's any other possible answer here? Right? A man is absent for 3 days from home.
He's grown a
length
beard.
of time that it could take to grow a beard, lest we forget. What if he hadn't actually seen a bright light in the sky?
What if he was lying?
been
What if he
drunk?
was lying?
He got knocked unconscious. He'd had a car crash.
Just
any number
lying.
of other
No,
things.
just lying.
Or he was just lying.
Yeah, he'd been on a bender, getting pissed for 3
Yeah,
days
and that
with
was
his
his
mates.
excuse to his wife.
And they went, what are you gonna tell your wife?
Well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You're not going to believe I was out with you, lads.
Just say you're only away for a minute. No, I wasn't away from it because of the beard. Oh yeah, look, it looks like you've been out for 3 days. Well, we have. That's
Exactly.
right. Okay, we've got to cover that then. Alien abduction.
Great one.
Okay, let's try that.
Do you see? That's a little scenario there that could have been played out.
So, when you say educating Ricky, what have I learnt from this? Never listen to you again. That's all I've learnt so far. Never listen to you.
Yeah, we'll add a little bit more in here, right? To
Well,
spice this
no.
up.
What do you mean? Add a little bit more.
We'll add a bit more to this what I'm educating you about,
Go on.
right? There's only a law in America that says if you touch a UFO, you're going to get done. Now, why would they make a rule? I don't know that. Do you know, like, all their rules have a code?
Carl, I genuinely do not know what you're talking about.
Right. Do you know, like, how here they might have...
Do you know
I
what?
have no idea.
Right.
Okay.
Do you know, like, over here...
I'm listening to Capital and these I got Foxy on from yesterday.
Right, let's bin that.
No way, it's great.
I want to hear about Airy Chinese Kid.
Let's play a tune. And
Okay,
let's come
play a
back
tune,
with
come back with Chinese Kid, definitely.
Some doors.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just thought I'd go back, take it back to the 60s. This is a tune that a friend of mine sent
If
me.
you touch UFO, you get done.
Soul Kitchen from the Doors.
Shambles today, this.
David Bowie, Slow Burn. Yeah. Quite a Eno trilogy
Yeah,
feel
not bad
about
at
it.
all, yeah.
Lodger
Is it
and
a
sort
new
of
tune?
low type. Yeah. But yeah.
Enjoyable.
Now, okay. That's stressful, isn't it? I think we've got things working now. We've had people coming in and out, just shaking their head going, shouldn't have bought that desk. But it's all sorted now, I think. And,
You notice how it took about
What?
25 minutes for them to come down as well, though? Do you feel like we're maybe quite low in the pecking order in the building?
Definitely.
You know, it's like Capital First, Capital Gold. They can shoot off to other sort of pirate stations.
Yeah.
People's car radios, then they come back here.
Oh dear. Oh, I had a job at Richard Sounds.
Yeah.
Light fitting was buzzing. Now, but we've got. Thanks for staying, listening. Right, okay. Educating Ricky. What have we got? Airy Chinese Kid. Go on.
Right, yeah. This is the... I didn't want to do this.
What do you mean you want to do it?
Well, I wanted to give you three, and I gave you one. It was like the alien man gets a beard or whatever.
Yeah,
And-
which was total rubbish. So this one should be better, maybe.
Hairy Chinese kid. Right, well, we've talked about airy people in the past.
True enough.
Haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, the little kids who grew up in woods and hung around with wolves and that.
Yeah. Again, you're confusing it. Yeah, they're not. There were some people that were born very hirsute. They were not the people who were brought up with wolves.
Yeah.
You just put that together in your Homer Simpson type mind.
Right, well, this is like a sort of close to that sort of story. But the weird thing is, right, Chinese people aren't that hairy as a nation. No, seriously, that's a well-known fact. They don't have that much body hair and stuff.
Okay.
So this little kid who was born over there, he was like covered in stuff.
Was he?
And it was only his nose that wasn't hairy. The rest of his body was caked in hair, right? And his hair sort of
What
grew.
sort of hair was it? Was
Thick hair.
No, what I mean is, was it sort of like a pony's mane, so he just looked like an Ewok? You know what I mean? Just like hanging down sort of straight, dark hair.
In the picture, it looked like it grows from his eyebrow. It grows from his eyebrows quite thick, and then it just goes all the way over
You
his
don't
head.
think it was just really long eyebrows that he'd done a comb over?
No, it was all over his body. It had a picture of like his back and that.
Yeah.
And
Had he styled it? Had he styled it at all? Did he have it in a quiff or?
no, it was just
hanging everywhere.
all over him.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is a bit weird happening in China, where we're not normally that hairy.
That was the scientist speaking there.
Yeah.
And the local press and that were getting him down, calling him Monkey Boy and all this.
Oh,
And
thinking Chinese press.
but the doctor,
Yeah. Oh.
They're cruel, aren't they?
the
It's like those
doctor,
game shows. That's Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
and the doctor said,
I was talking through all that time while we were just like talking to each other then. Because I turned round and I still saw he was talking. Go
So
on.
anyway, the local press came down to see the hairy boy, the monkey
yeah,
boy.
and they were like being tight, taking the mickey out of him, and the doctor said
Showing him nuts.
he's only hairy. Said he's a healthy young kid. The only faults he's got is he's got a little bit of eczema and a boil. And he said everybody should just treat him the same, and I think he grew up a healthy kid. Yeah, so that's the
That's
the end of the story.
That's not a story.
why.
But I've got nothing. I don't know what to say to that. So someone in China was born slightly hairier than the rest, and he was normal apart from eczema and a boil. That to me isn't a story. But if it is, I've got a million. I mean, it's sort of like bloke from Manchester went a bit bolder than the rest, got a job on radio. He was normal. I mean, that's not a story, is it? Do you know what I mean? Dandy Warhols and Bohemian Like You on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl, what's the story then?
Right, so what did you say you're going for? You've got your 3 titles, your 3 teasers.
Well, I think I'm going to go for Don't Do That to It. You know it can't live without an Ed.
I'm looking forward to this.
Right.
Right.
So this is educating Ricky, for those who
Yeah.
have just tuned in.
Now, something that Ricky told me about when he was educating me was that a cockroach, if you cut its head off, it lives for a week,
Yeah.
right?
And the only
And
reason it dies is because it can't take on water.
Sure. It doesn't have a great time in that week, though, does it?
No.
I mean, it doesn't get much done, I don't imagine.
It just needs water, and because it can't find any, like its eyes, it eventually dies,
Yeah.
right?
No.
So what?
No, it's not. That's not. It's
Anyway.
you can't drink.
Anyway.
So have you heard that one about worms?
Okay.
I have. Go on.
If you cut a worm in half,
Yeah.
a lot of people have said in the past that it'll turn into 2 worms.
Right.
But that isn't actually true.
Okay. Who said that?
No, it used to be like,
Kids at school
they said it on, kids at school and stuff.
Yeah.
So that, a lot of people think that.
Don't pick him up on stuff, Steve. It's bad enough.
Sure.
So, but what they can do, if you get a worm, right, and you find out which end its head's at,
Right.
if you you've got its head there at the left-hand side, right, and if you sort of cut it in half,
Right.
but not in half, so there's more of its neck than the tail, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bit that you've cut off will sort of die, and the rest of the worm will get better. So in a way, you can cut it in half, and it'll survive, but only one half will survive.
Okay.
Yeah? What have you learned there?
I wish you hadn't chosen that one. to be honest.
I know, because it's nothing, is it?
Yeah,
You know that
no
joke,
way
you know
for
that joke, how would you tell a worm's head from its eye? You put it in a bowl of flour and wait till it farts,
Yes.
right? I told my mate that, Right? And he went, what if it coughs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, there is a bit of truth in that myth of cutting one in half.
Where did you get this information? I don't understand where you get this information
That was from the Fortean Times. It was like the myth about worms.
Yeah.
That was the big article that week.
Did it take you as long to read that article as it took you to tell us just then?
I like the fact that it starts off debunking a myth that we hadn't heard of anyway.
Exactly.
You know the big thing about cutting a worm in half and making 2 worms? No. Yeah. What's the other one?
It's not the thing to do either, by the way. Don't go doing it.
No. It's not very nice. It's cruel.
But it can get by.
And it's pointless.
Yeah.
There's no scientific worth in that.
Well, there you go.
Okay then.
So the others now, you see what I do. No, I'll tell you the other titles. You're not having them yet. That's the whole idea of this. People will be driving or about to go out doing the shopping. They'll think about that now.
What was the other 2?
Well, the other 2
They won't think about that. They've forgotten that.
No, they will.
No, they've forgotten that already.
If Only It Was Raining and What's Tomato With You.
Right,
I'm looking forward to that one.
No, you've got to tell them tomato with you.
Look what's happening. You see, you already want more education. And this is what listeners will be doing.
I tell you, I wish you were a teacher. I so wish you were a teacher.
Do you know what I mean? Kids would be saying, I know it's 3:30, but I don't want to go home, I want more.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing with you. I'm teaching you.
Why are you teaching me things about not to cut worms in half and what's tomato with you? Please tell me what's tomato with you, Carl.
In a bit.
Okay, educating Ricky, we got 2 left, don't we? I'm looking forward to these.
We've still got 2 more. We've still got If Only It Was Raining and What's Tomato With You. Coldplay,
The Scientist on XFM 104.9. Right, competition, isn't it?
No, it's Educating Ricky Part 2.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
I wasn't even listening. He's doing all the work, I wasn't even listening. Oh, and he spilled some water down that. Right, what's this one again then?
Right.
What's the teaser headline?
Teaser headline is What's Tomato With You?
Brilliant.
Yeah?
Good in.
How excited were you when you came up with that? You couldn't wait to come in and tell us, could you?
I think it's a good one because you won't forget it now, will you? Okay. I mean, like the worm one. What's so special about the worm?
A lot of people think that if you cut a worm in half, 2 worms will grow, but no. What happens is if you cut the head end slightly nearer the tail than the tail will die, but the worm with the head will be okay. So, it's exploded a myth and it taught me something.
Right, so the second one, part 2 of Educating Ricky. What's Tomato With You?
Yeah.
What this one's about is, ages ago...
It's scientific.
There's never a date. There's never a country, a location.
Okay, settle down, children. This is A-level history. Right.
Once upon a time.
Yeah. When a mental place with swords was a king, forget his name, but he was a loony. So, and it was we're literally ages ago. Yeah. So, good luck in the exam. Yeah.
Right. So, alright, many years ago.
Oh, yeah, cleared that up. Go on.
They thought tomatoes were poisonous. Right?
Okay.
Because what
hold on, are they going to be proved wrong at the end of this story?
Well,
because I don't want to give away the ending, but is it something to do with are they poisonous tomatoes?
No.
Oh, you're having a laugh.
I don't believe it.
Go
on.
They could have been eating tomatoes all this time.
Oh, Steve, what's tomato with you anyway?
Okay, so hang on a minute.
Let's
just recap quickly. Many years ago, when people thought tomatoes were poisonous.
Yeah.
Go on,
Well, they didn't know they were poisonous then because they were still eating them. But what was happening?
But they're not poisonous.
But hang on a minute.
All right, and it's not. I'm just going to listen. I'm not even going to talk.
I'm not going to take it anymore.
If you remember, years ago they didn't have like pottery plates. they had lead plates. Right?
What are you talking? Just let him talk. Sorry, what year is this?
Let him talk.
Come on.
Plates made out of lead, and what they'd end up doing, they'd say, right, do you want a tomato? And they'd go, yeah, all right. And they'd put the tomato on the lead plate and cut it, and because of the acid in the tomato, right, it would sort of make the lead runny, and the lead would go into the tomato, and they'd say, oh, it's lovely this, and they'd be eating it. They'd get food poisoning, lead poisoning, what have you, and they'd be really ill. So they thought tomatoes were poisonous, so they didn't eat them for many years.
And when you say they, do you mean the people of Narnia?
Yeah, this didn't happen.
Where was this happening?
Sort of in Britain and that.
You put him on the spot there. Oh, I hope there's no uppity pupils at this school when they go, what do you mean, sir? Oh, if you're going to... Oh, I'm fed up with you.
Do you understand?
No.
So the answer...
No, you've got... No, right, okay, first of all, Carl, where'd you get this information from?
Where did I
14
get
times
that?
as well?
Do you know...
You can't remember.
I don't know where I got that from. I don't know where I got it from. But why don't you think that makes sense?
But, what? Someone once got lead poisoning from a tomato?
Not just one, loads, and then all of a sudden... No.
Why is this educating me?
Because I'm telling you that tomatoes...
I can't take anything away from this.
Yeah,
I don't know what to take away from this. What have I learned? What have I learned? Don't mix lead with tomatoes. Why is this educational in any shape or form? What are you telling me? A long time ago in the land of Glunk, right, where the ninnies did slib, right, they thought tomatoes were poisonous because they ate plates of lead. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but we all know tomatoes aren't poisonous.
Is that what we're taking from the story?
Is that the moral of the story? Don't believe these people that I'd never heard of before. What are you talking about, Carl?
I think it's a bit weird.
It's a bit weird, yeah.
It's the same people that were spreading those malicious worm rumours.
My hangover's coming back. I've got to get some water. Play a record that was rubbish.
Anyway.
Educating Ricky.
Good, we've settled that then. Go on.
The titles that are meant to sort of pull you in.
Yeah.
We've got, what was it? Stocking, Aitken and Waterman.
Yeah.
You've got It's Not His Fault. And Get a Load with This.
Get a load of this. So, which pun do I pick first? I think I'll go for Get a Load with This.
Get a lobe of this.
Yeah, get a lobe of this, yeah.
Well, that's a story about a girl who, she was deaf, right, for 4 years. And, it happened quite a bit back this.
What year? Or was it,
I think it was
ages ago, was it?
About, quite a bit back. She was deaf for about 4 years. Having an argument with her mum, it said, which I didn't quite understand. Because I don't know how they do that.
Yeah.
But she was having an argument, and a man pushed her against a wall, and she banged her head, and her hearing came back.
Okay.
Was she wearing a Walkman, and it fell out? And she'd realised,
There's no explanation.
There's no explanation? Well, why is that teaching me something then?
So I knew you'd say this, right? So I thought, right, I'll stick something on it. Do you know that bees are deaf?
No, you can't just, no. If you ask someone something they don't know the answer to, they don't tell you something else. Just, I'll tell you something else then. I can't answer that, I'll tell you something else. Imagine that, if you asked a teacher. Look, how do birds fly? Wow, if you're going to do that, tallest building is, I mean, what?
Well...
That was the equivalent, Carl, of running away when we asked you a question.
Yeah, the intellectual equivalent of going, look over there, there's a monster.
Yeah.
Listen, what do you mean? What she... Okay, so...
So her hearing
There's no
came back.
explanation. There's no explanation. Or you don't know.
Well, there isn't one, is there, really? It's a bit
What,
weird.
But the only
did
thing
the doctors not look into it?
No, I think they just said, oh, that's good.
So again, I don't... Where did this information go? Is that... If you read this on the net, is that all they put on
There
the
was
net?
once a deaf woman who hit her head and she
And her
could hear.
hearing came back.
It was bizarre things about being deaf.
Was there
And-
three,
Yeah.
was there
I've
sort
got
of-
that book, yeah, it's a good book, that.
Was there three
Yeah.
more pages you just couldn't be bothered to read off?
Yeah.
No, it was just a little bit. And it
Was there a
said-
little picture, a cartoon picture?
No pictures, I just
And we
read
going,
it.
ow.
Look,
ow,
if you
I
don't
can
want to
hear.
know, if you don't want to learn, you know.
Yeah. Okay, it's not his fault. Let me have It's Not His Fault. You got to save this. This has got to teach me something. It'll be an interesting story.
Right, It's Not His Fault. This fella,
Yeah. What year? Ages ago?
Olden times?
I'd say in the 70s.
Okay.
Would you? Any evidence for that?
And,
Does he wear flares in the story?
Right.
Is that your reason?
no, it's a bit like Yuri Geller, this fella, right? Where
yeah.
he's electric.
He's electric.
And, if he walks past the telly would fizz.
Uh-huh.
If he walked past the radio, it all goes like that.
Ooh.
His hair stuck up all the time. And he'd be having a bath and everything would be all right. And then the power would sort of switch on in his body. And the electric in his body made him jump out of the bath. So...
What do you mean, so? What is that so? What does that so mean? You've given us nothing. You've given us nothing.
You'd have to at least give us the scientific explanation.
Yeah.
Electric eels have 400 volts in them.
Oh, is this the running away again?
What was that one called?
Yeah, but but
It's not his vault.
But there's a reason not his fault. It's not his fault. I thought it was going to be something about keeping it safe.
I think we should do these the other way round. I think you should tell us the story and then we'll hear the pun.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Right, let's leave it.
Play a tune.
Forget it.
Educating Ricky.
Doing it. We're not doing it.
No, we are.
What are you going for?
Oh, he can handle it, I think.
Don't worry about him. He candle it.
He candle it. Okay, let's hear this one.
Right, are you familiar with the phrase burning the candle at both ends?
Yeah.
Do you know how it's come about?
I know a man who does.
I assumed that it was to get more light in the room.
How would that work?
Well, they'd put it sideways and light both wicks, so out of one candle they could get two. No, go on.
No, what it is...
it means you're doing too much, you're staying up too much,
right.
You're not getting enough sleep, and
Well, years ago...
Yeah.
When they didn't have light bulbs and that.
Oh yeah, what year is this? Literally ages ago, specifically.
Yeah, quite a bit back.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Didn't have light bulbs and that, so they used to have candles.
When did the light bulb come in? Because I can't remember at the moment.
Don't know.
Okay, go on.
So, yeah, so they've got a light bulb.
You wouldn't know. You're a doctor. You're not a historian. Go on.
And people who worked a lot of hours. Yeah.
How many? Literally lots.
They get up early in the morning because they have to be up early.
Yeah.
And it's dark outside, so they'd light the candle.
Sure.
And they'd wear it out a bit, and then they'd be getting in late as well.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh, it's dark. I'll have to light the candle again. And they're burning candle at both ends of the day. So that's where the saying comes from, burning the candle at both ends. So,
all right,
that's a little lesson.
Yeah,
lesson one.
Okay. Can I have?
No, you can't.
You can't rush into them, Rick. You've got to.
I've got to soak in that.
You've got to soak that one in. Any questions for Karl off the back of that?
What do you think?
So people were. I mean, basically, where this comes from is people were
literally burning the candle at both ends of the day.
Sure.
There you go. So we've still got.
Go on.
I'm committed to this treatment. And
I can't wait. This is like Christmas
Rick,
Eve for me. It's like Christmas. I've got to open another present now.
No, I'm afraid we've got to save it. Rick, raw
Nirvana.
Amazing.
We were just talking. We were getting excited about that.
Yeah,
aren't we?
got an incredible
brilliant.
voice he has.
And Grohl drumming it's brilliant. You know, you're right. The new one from Nirvana. Well, it's time for Educating Ricky Part 2, isn't it? I'm excited, Karl. I'm going to learn so much from this. What's the choices again? What
you've got left.
Still keep phoning your answers to Email. Sorry, yeah.
The answers to Rockbusters.
Yeah. Right, okay, Educating Ricky, Part 2.
Right. I'm committed to this treatment.
Yeah.
Is one.
I've got to go for that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or the other one is the police are causing a bit of a stir.
He still says it like it's the best thing he's ever come up with, which in a way is.
It could be. Right, go on then. I'm committed to this treatment.
Right. Do you know the saying...
Is it just sayings now? Are they all sayings? This
no, they're not. Okay. No, the other one isn't. Frog in your throat?
The saying, there's a frog in your throat?
Yeah.
I assume it's when you croak a little bit. You sound like a frog.
No. Right. Might seem a bit weird, this one, right? But years ago...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, what is that clue? Committed to this treatment?
It's about frogs. Kermitted.
Probably works better with a K and an ER written down.
Well, also, if you pronounced it kermitted,
yeah,
but not committed.
Committed to this treatment. Right, go on then.
That's genius.
So yeah.
What?
You go to the doctors and you go with throat hurting a bit.
Right.
And what they did ages ago.
What year was this approximately?
We are going back quite a bit with this one.
Oh, okay, go on.
And the doctor would say...
did history. Imagine years ago. Go on.
And the doctor would say, right, keep your mouth open and you need to look at your tonsils. And the jaw would ache a bit because they weren't as quick back then because they didn't have the technology and stuff, and they'd have to stare at it and study it and stuff. And they get an achy jaw, right?
Keeping their mouth open.
Yeah, you get, you eat a Mars bar or whatever. So they'd sat there and they used to always close their mouth, and it used to annoy the doctor. Right? Oh. So what they did, they used to get a toad,
right,
and put it in the mouth.
Rubbish.
Okay, keep talking. keep talking.
And that way, they couldn't close the mouth because either they'd squash it,
Right.
or apparently you're not allowed to lick a toad's back.
So the doctor would have them for breaking the law.
No, but it's poisonous, right? A toad's back. You should never lick a toad's back.
Or put it in your mouth, really.
Oh, just stop for a second.
Wait. What?
Can I just ask one question?
Go on, yeah,
just
go
ask
on.
one question.
I've got a few, but go on.
Sure. My initial thought is, it sounds like a brilliant bit of sort of medical knowledge there. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
My only thought is, how does the doctor see past the toad?
Yeah.
Your tonsils?
What's he actually looking at with the mouth open? Surely the toad is in the way.
Hopping around in the way?
It didn't say.
Sorry, and my first question is, was this on the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Carl, that is bollocks. That is, I mean...
Well, alright then. Let's turn this round. Where does the saying, you got a frog in your throat come from?
Probably because you sound a bit croaky. Probably that. Probably because you sound a little bit like a frog when you've got a sore throat.
Carl, did you not question it just for a moment when you read it? Just for a second, didn't you think, that seems an odd approach? Firstly, why a frog, of all the different
because
species?
Because it's poisonous. A toad.
So it's a toad as well?
Yeah, well, that it worked. I'm committed. Worked.
No, my point is it's frog in the throat.
I was going to change it to, have you heard the news Toad Day? But I went with the frog.
Oh, God!
Right, so
that's rubbish. So that's rubbish. Next, can I have,
Let's play a tune, let's come up with the
God.
last one. Can I just say... No, just play it.
Yeah?
Yo, Carl.
I have to thank my mate Dave, who sent me an incredible 4-disc compilation. That was one of the tunes on there.
It looks professional. It's amazing.
It's incredible,
The effort
yeah. Oh,
is
he's gone to too much effort. Ben Queller, it's a track called In Other Words from his album Shah Shah.
Open wide. Oh dear, that's interesting. Oh, here, doctor. Look, you've actually got a frog in your throat. I didn't get there. I put it in there. That's the most ludicrous story I've ever heard, Carl. Why don't you think when you read these things?
I think there's always going to be a bit of truth in all of these. I mean, that fella called up, didn't he, and said, I'm not sure about the, putting a frog in your throat if you've got, problems with your tonsils or whatever. But he said years ago, if someone had toothache, they'd get hold of a frog and strap it to the face.
Yeah, sure.
So maybe down the line, maybe they did. Maybe they didn't do it for long.
I think Caligula made his emperor, a horse and emperor as well, but I mean...
Well, what about the frog thing with a poisonous back?
It's rubbish.
That's true. No, the toads have the secretions in the
Why?
But they didn't put it in people's mouths.
No, so...
Why?
Well, I'll tell you why. When a badger or a heron tastes the toad, it's horrible. Ugh. The toad might die, but it's for the good of the species, because then think how many toads looking like that a heron could eat in its lifetime. So the fact that one toad sacrificed itself, all those other toads in that heron's manner will be safe.
Why? I mean, we've talked about animals a lot on the show, right? Yeah. And when God made a toad...
Sure. Right, okay. Well, I'm going to stop you there. Stop away.
Don't. Just let him carry on.
Right.
Okay.
Like, there's annoying things out there, jellyfish is a big problem with me. I don't understand what they do in the sea and stuff.
Right.
Right, but we'll leave them.
Got
right?
to problem for me, but go on.
We won't talk about jellyfish. No. With the toad, right, if it's to protect itself...
Yeah.
Right, now
it's not to protect itself, it's to protect its species.
No, yeah, but that, surely, right, if the toad had a choice, if God said, right, what I'm going to do for you here, you can have something like a lobster's got claws, big claws to have a fight. Or I can give you something that if someone's having a go at you, you've got to try and persuade them to lick you back as a defence.
Yeah.
What use is, right...
Oh, God's...
Well, I'll tell you why.
What is God up to?
The fact that there are still toads around is a testament to that defence working. That's all I'm going to say, okay? If the toad had died out, you'd have a point. But they're still around. It works, alright?
And don't start slagging God off. He's got a lot on his plate. Basically, I think he took on too much.
Particularly in 1 week.
Exactly, it was crazy.
Danger High Voltage, Electric 6, XFM 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant. Carl's getting all flustered because I put an elastic band around his head. And we've had a definition of...
Well, hang on a
second,
because there's an update to that, Rick.
Go on.
We did just have, one definition here of a frog in the throat. Apparently this has come from some internet site, so who knows how convincing it is, but it says frog in the throat, meaning suffering from temporary hoarseness, needing to clear the throat. Origin from the Old English frogger, meaning hoarseness. That's from Chris. Now that sounds slightly suspect to me.
Why?
But frogger? I mean, it seems odd that it would derive from that when it so clearly appears to be you sound like a frog when you have a sore throat.
Yeah, but the word frog could come from Frogger, because it sounds like it's croaking.
Wasn't Frogger a game you could play on the on the Spectrum?
Spectrum,
Great game. But listen, hang on, there's an update to that, because just to
common frog, of course, Rana temporara, that's the Latin name. Well, your toad is Buffo Buffo. Right.
You may be trying to show off, but I think you're about to embarrass yourself as well, because you've been slagging off young Karl. Yeah. It says here, another email, it doesn't tell us who it's from. Although it's hard to believe now, at one time, medieval physicians believed that the secretions of a frog could cure a cough if they were coated on the throat of the patient. Yeah. That in itself sounds repulsive, but what makes the idea even worse is the application of the secretions. Instead of painting the treatment on, something which may also have seemed rational, a live frog was placed into the mouth of the sufferer, where it remained until the physician decided that the treatment was complete.
Right.
Apparently Shakespeare's son-in-law, that's a question mark, I don't know what that means. Anyway, it's no wonder that today a froggy or croaky attempt at speech is said to be a frog in your throat. So, you can see that what's happened there is Karl's misread or been slightly misinformed about a medieval practice. In a sense, you're both winners, just for taking part. I'll bacon in the morning if you're sick of having me.
Right, I'm having that one.
That's brilliant.
Right, well, it's a saying. Do you know cold shoulder? Giving someone the cold shoulder?
Yeah.
All right, if you have someone round at your house and, you know, you try to get rid of them and they're hanging around and stuff and you're like, oh, I wish they'd go, I'm tired and that. Well, years ago...
when? Literally years ago. Well, ages ago.
Sort of...
Olden times.
I think it said medieval times.
Yonks ago, then. Yonks ago.
Yeah, medieval,
We're going back quite a bit on this
Well,
one.
you know when you find out these books, why don't you just pop down when it was?
Just make a note.
I don't think it says all the time. It just sort of says, you know, a few years back.
Yeah.
Oh. No, it doesn't.
Well,
never.
All right, I'll make an effort next week.
Okay.
Right? So, it's annoying that, because my girlfriend said to me, just make a note at the time, they'll stop having a go at you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And I kind of thought, it's all right.
Didn't listen.
I don't think it matters anyway in this one. We're looking at the saying, right? So it's giving someone a cold shoulder, right? And what it is, right, ages ago, there wasn't enough houses for people.
Right.
Because there wasn't much money being made. You know, there weren't big businesses. People weren't earning good money like they are now. So there wasn't as many houses, right? So what you ended up getting is like, you know, the rich people having a nice place to live.
Oh.
And the poor people were like wandering about, you know, looking for places to live and that. And what they ended up doing is they had like, people would go around to the mate's house and say, look, I haven't got anywhere to live. It's a bit cold. Can you let me stay? Right? So they'd go, all right, then you can stay a couple of days. But they ended up staying for, like, weeks.
Yeah.
Right? So, to sort of get rid of them, what they'd end up doing, they'd be making the dinner. And they'd be making a lovely dinner, like a bit of meat, nice warm meat, and nice veg, gravy. And
this happened every time, did it? This is where the saying came from.
This is what happened, Rick.
This is what happened every time.
It was in that vague book.
The book of vague sayings and stuff.
Right, so they'd be making a nice meal, but what they did, they looked after all the family. But the person who won't go home, they just give them some, like, sort of a cut-off of cold meat.
Right.
So they'd say, you're giving them the cold shoulder. Meaning...
Right. Okay, that's rubbish. Okay, absolute...
Karl, why would that necessarily work?
Yeah. Why do they always, in every situation when you want to get rid of a lodger, well, still feed him every day, but make the meat lukewarm. So
they always leave then.
Yeah.
Oh, this food's lukewarm. I'm going to become homeless
and
again, wandering the streets.
Hold on, are you giving me the cold shoulder? Yes. Do you want me to leave? Yes, just say leaving. No, I like to do it cryptically. That way, in years to come, someone will have a little saying about it.
Well, anyway, that was our bacon in the morning. If you've had enough of meat, we'll leave that.
Well,
bacon in the morning! Oh, bacon in the morning if you've had enough of me!
Come back. What are the others? Just tease us again with the others. We'll come back to those.
You've got, he's a bit of a nuisance, and we'll have a big fire tomorrow.
Nice, looking forward to that.
Right then, so we've got, we'll have a big fire tomorrow.
Yeah, go on.
Is that the one you want?
Let's go for it.
Right. I think this was like round the 1700s.
Bluffing.
And
Just bluffing.
Who was the king then?
Don't know.
Go on.
But it's about the word bonfire, right?
Bonfire.
Bonfire.
Yeah.
Do you know where it comes from?
No, go on.
No.
Right, what happened is it's got nothing to do with Guy Fawkes and that, which is what I thought when I saw it. It's got nothing to do with that. But ages ago, at 1700s, right, they didn't have enough houses, like I mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if that happens, you get people living on the streets. You get diseases, people aren't cleaning properly. So you get more deaths. All right?
Yeah.
So think about it. You've got all these dead bodies lying around. They're running out of space because there's like, I don't know why they're running out of space, but they haven't got much. I don't know why really. I was going to say they should have just buried them, but there's probably more land back then than now. Think about it.
He doesn't need anyone else in the room to have a dialogue with himself. Yeah, we could leave and we'd come back and he'd go, I've sorted it. Yeah.
But anyway, for some reason...
They presumably, if it's going to be they burnt them, it's presumably to do that it also kills the parasite or whatever's carrying the parasite on them, as opposed to burying them and not killing the disease.
Well, yeah. So there you go, you've worked it out. They piled them up and they turned it into a celebration because there was a lot of fed up people at that time.
Is this going to be the word bon, meaning good?
No, I'll tell you in a minute.
Go on.
So you've got all these people who are like going around and like, oh, you know, so-and-so died the other day. And, you know, nearly every week someone they knew was dying. Yeah. So you can imagine like just constant like being depressed. So, and they've got all these bodies lying everywhere. It's like, oh, God, what are we going to do? So they said, we're all too fed up at the moment. Said, let's make this a better world.
This was 1701 by the time they got together.
Yeah.
So they said, what we need to do is have a big party. So they said, yeah.
Good thinking.
See what you're thinking. So they go, right, well, we'll put all the bodies in a big pile. And they're all diseased and that, so they set fire to the bodies. And they said, let's have this as a celebration to remember them by. And, you know, we'll have a drink and that and have a chat. We'll have this big fire going. And it came from bone fire.
Ah, right.
So it was all the bones. Bonfire is bone fire.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah?
That's interesting.
So that's how it came about.
Yeah, in the 1700s.
Yeah.
That was?
No, probably. Okay. I reckon it was 1600.
Probably earlier.
I reckon it was the plague. I reckon it came from.
But interesting stuff. Interesting stuff.
So that's...
Did you celebrate Bonfire Night? Is that a big celebration for you? Do you like the fireworks? I'm sick of fireworks. I just think they're rubbish.
I'm not impressed.
I've never been impressed by fireworks. Even as a kid, you know, you have to go to like sort of community kind of gatherings with a bonfire and fireworks, and some local vicar or whatever would come out.
But I also think the adults think the kids love it, and if they just got together and said, "Should we go this year?" They'd all go, "No."
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's not go this year.
What would be better is if the vicar had wheeled out like a massive rocket, climbed in, gone last one to the moon as a bender, and then fired himself off. Now that, I'd pay to see. That's a firework display I'd like to see. As it is, it's just rubbish.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
I'm not keen.
No.
Sorry, what clue was that?
We'll have a big fire tomorrow.
Bone marrow. Bone marrow. Genius. Let's play the record.
Oh, God!
Hippopotamus
news.
Right, well, this one, it's... I'm not going to take the credit here. I heard Christian talking about this on breakfast, right? Because it's a good story that happened. Basically, I don't know if I told you about it last week when we were having our spaghetti. But,
No, I think you did.
Right,
I know what it is. I know what this is.
Okay, I've not heard this.
Right, there's a little midget. Right, there's a circus.
I'm loving it already.
Circus going on somewhere. I think it was in America. And
is that present day or old times?
I'm talking like in the last 3 weeks.
Okay.
Right, little midget. Circus, really packed out show. People are loving it.
Steve, you'll ask the same question I did. I know.
So there's a little midget jumping up and down on a trampoline.
That's what circus is.
Right.
I pay good money to see it.
So everyone's clapping, and he's getting carried away.
Because he can't believe they're loving it. I didn't know they'd like a little person on a trampoline, but they love me.
But you know what it's like when, if there's a crowd of people sort of encouraging you to sort of go higher and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he knew it was getting out of hand. But he was jumping and he was coming down the road going, higher, and he's going really high in the air, right? So he's doing this, crowd are clapping. There's a hippo, right, just sat next to the trampoline, getting ready to come on and do his act.
Oh, right, I thought he was in the audience.
That's it. Getting ready to do his act, Steve.
Yeah.
So
he's a ventriloquist.
What do you mean he's sitting by the trampoline waiting to do his act?
Because
why does he sit in the dressing room and they go, 5 minutes, Mr. Muss, 5 minutes, Mr. Muss.
So anyway, right, so the hippo's there.
He's getting annoyed, is he? Because the midget's
He's going, how can I follow this? This is really annoying. They're going to be, no.
So
he's thinking, he's already done the trampoline, my pogo stick act is never going to work.
Yeah, go on. So there's a hippo waiting. It's a great story, and I just know he embellishes it or it gets slightly wrong. Go on.
So
there's a midget jumping up and down. The hippo's getting annoyed.
The crowd are going mad. The midget's loving it. Can't believe his luck. Although you think he probably knows he's dicing with danger.
Yeah. So next thing you know, they're all saying higher. He gives it one big, heavy sort of landing on the trampoline. Goes really high, but goes off at a funny angle.
Oh,
hypotenuse.
Okay.
Yeah. And sort of flies up.
Hypotenuse!
Sure.
Flies off at a funny angle.
Ooh,
Hippo's there, swallows him whole. Crowd are clapping, thinking that's why the hippo was waiting there.
Rubbish. Rubbish.
It's not rubbish, though.
But no, maybe there was an accident in a circus with a midget and a hippo, but at no point was this hippo waiting to go on, going, come on. The midget flew off at hypotenuse and landed in the hippo's mouth and was swallowed whole. This is what you embellish it. That is great. And
I have to say, though, Rick, when I heard midget, trampoline, hippopotamus, I was thinking accident waiting to happen.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah,
maybe. I mean,
it is that you should never put those three together.
Never.
It's a recipe for disaster. Everyone knows that. Midget, trampoline, hippopotamus. Are you mental?
You're asking for trouble.
Well,
you know when he told me it, he said, and the midget, he didn't mention the hippopotamus, and he said the midget went on, and soon he fell off, and the hippo ate him. And I said, sorry. What was the hippo doing there? He went, it's a circus.
I've never heard of a circus having a hippo.
No, what do hippos do?
What can they do? You can't train them, can you?
What do you?
Aren't they, very deadly? They're huge, aren't they?
You can't have a hippo in a circus.
Are you sure?
You're not thinking of Zippo?
He's neither kind.
Yeah. No, and it wasn't some sort of where Zippo was eating a midget and it's some sort of horrible sexual act.
No, it was definitely, I heard it on breakfast, right?
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, it's definitely fact.
Yeah, okay,
definitely
right,
truth.
okay, good.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? So, they're the two that are left. Which one's you going for?
Can you believe it is not that picture, is it? That we saw.
Which picture?
The bloke with the...
No.
Right, okay.
God, that was bad.
Right, okay.
So...
I just better explain
we
that.
We can't really discuss this on air, can we?
Well, we can. Steve brought in, Karl, the best book ever, which is, what is it?
I found it when I was moving house. It's an FHM publication, and it's kind of like lots of grotesque pictures and stories, and like a book of freaks and weirdos and grotesques.
And Karl opened it, and the first one was like...
At the back.
At the back.
Well, you couldn't believe your luck, could you?
What was it? What was number 50?
A bloke with two heads.
And he said, what's number 1?
Yeah.
And then number 6, there's a bloke who's a squid or something.
Octopus.
Yeah. Yeah. He's loving it. At number 1, he said, well, it's just a fella under a rock. And I went, oh no, read on, I think I know about this. And it's the fella that was found, he caused a landslide while having sex with a chicken. And they pulled him up and there he is, the chicken. Right, so Karl could not believe his luck. So it's not that.
Can you believe it?
I'll have that one.
You're going for that one?
Yeah.
Right, well, we've talked a lot on the show about...
We've talked a lot on the show.
Yeah.
About animals without heads.
We haven't! We haven't! We talked about cockroaches could live without a head for 7 days.
Yeah, we've talked about that. And then, of course, there was the the well-known one about the fella who had his head cut off, and he
blinked.
He said to his mate, "Count how many times I blink when my head comes off."
Yeah, when you told it to me, you said his head came off, and he said, as he said, it was in the basket, he said, "Quick, count how many times I blink." And it was Nick Frost that had to go, "No, Carl, no, he said it before." I went, and that was lovely. So yeah, we've talked quite a lot about things heads coming off. Go on then.
Well, this one, right? Back in 1945.
Oh, you looked up the date.
It's got a specific date. Wow.
Mate Jonathan sent this one. You know him as well. It's a lad at the BBC, right? He emailed this one in. So thanks for that. Chicken. It's called Mike.
There's a chicken called... Sorry, I missed a bit there. There's a chicken called Mike.
A chicken called Mike.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
What happened was, it was living on a farm, right? Loads of chickens knocking about. And the owner of the farm is like, getting ready for tea, and his wife says, go out and get a fresh chicken, because my mum's coming round. So he thinks, well, I want to get a good one in, because I want to impress her. Cause back then, even then, they wanted to impress the mother-in-law and that. So they said, all right, I'll just nip out and get one. So he sees Mike, chicken, running around.
Is this during the war or after the war?
1945, I'd say that was after.
No, it ended in
1945.
Yeah, okay. September, go on.
Yeah.
So, chicken's running about, he thinks that one, that looks alright, I'll have that one.
Mikey.
So he picks it up, and he cuts his head off.
Oh.
Puts it on the block, cuts his head off, runs about a bit, like they do. He thinks it'll stop in a minute, keeps running about. And what's going on here? Right? He's now like chasing the chicken without an head.
Yeah.
He's saying he should die in a minute. Anyway, doesn't die. Chicken's walking around with no head. Lives for 18 months.
Yeah.
Chicken with no head.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Well, I'll tell you, I've heard this story before, Rick, and the explanation, as I understand it, was that certain vital cords, spinal cords, weren't severed when the head came off. So that was why it continued to live. Yep. I don't know if that sounds plausible.
It's fine. Absolutely fine. How did it take on protein and energy?
The fella who owned it, he said, well, hang on a minute. He said, I could kill it now.
But I've got a wonder chicken here.
But he's thinking, it must really want to live.
Sure.
Right? If it survived that, I've got something here.
Yeah.
So what he does, he gets a little eye droplet thing that he used to use on it. Obviously not anymore. Right? And he filled it with grain and water. And it had a big hole in its neck where its head used to be. And he...
Incredibly.
And he dropped... You know what? I mean, that is possible then, if it, without infection. Without infection, if he was taking on things, it is possible, right? Why?
Why what?
Why did he do it? How cruel is that? I mean, it's not cruel, because the chicken obviously... He said if he thought it was a bit fed up, he would have killed it. He said, but it was running around quite happy. Well, it wasn't fed up at all, because it had no brain.
Well...
What do you mean, wow?
I'm just saying what...
It was nothing. It was just sinew and nerves and electrical impulses breaking down energies, right? That's all it was. It didn't have a brain. So it was... But I'm worried about the psychology of keeping a pet without a head. I'm worried more about what the farmer was thinking than the chicken.
I tell you this, the question I'm asking is, was the mother-in-law impressed? I mean, that's why he's out. That's why he's out to shot Mike's head off.
This is lovely, but it's just the head where you don't kill a chicken like that all at once.
I thought we were having chicken for dinner. Come and look at this, running around the yard.
Yeah. Oh dear.
So, there you go. You've learned something there.
Yeah, I have learned something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. One more.
I've learned that farmer was very strange indeed.
Yeah. There you go.
I have to say, to be fair to Carl, I have a feeling like when I read it, the reason he kept it alive was as a novelty. He got charged people to come and see the incredible headless chicken called Mike.
Right.
So, here we are.
That's great.
Oh, am I going to have to thump you?
Yeah.
Do you know the saying, shut your face?
Yeah, I've heard the well-known Shakespeare, isn't it? Yeah.
Do you know how it came about?
No, Joe Dolce. Go on.
It's ages ago.
Oh yeah, literally.
Like knights who wore armour.
Okay.
That's armour gonna have to thump you. That's how it came about.
Okay, armour.
They wore all the stuff and they had the helmet. And say if they're guarding something at night. Stood outside a castle or something, and there's probably going to be two of them, right? So they stood there talking and that, and talking about stuff, And
The future.
Sort of, medieval stuff.
One of them was like, "Oh, we should shut up. You know, I've been stood here for hours," and he's going on and on.
Yeah, sure.
So he'd say, "Shut your face," meaning, shut the guard down on your helmet.
The visor.
And I can't hear you then. So shut your face.
Shut your face.
And that's how it came about.
Well, I suppose that's...
It would be interesting if I could just rely on it.
I'm not sure it's true.
I know, I just never know.
It needs to be corroborated.
It's like, I don't know where he got it from, but anything via Karl is precarious.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe you should give us your sources next time. You know, tell us where you got this information from.
Got it off the internet.
Yeah, but where on the internet?
I can't remember where that one was. I mean, I always go through like the news pages and stuff, and
this news should be updated because they've only reached the 17th century, which was last week with people eating tomatoes off lead plates. Go on, right, okay.
Like, what are you having?
What are they again?
Is the tip included?
Yeah, go on, that one.
Right. In Turkey...
Nice.
It's not, actually. That's where I went, and there was them little fellas after Suzanne in the kitchen.
What? What do you mean?
We went to Turkey.
You went to Turkey and there were some little fellas.
Well, they had quite a few sort of midgets working in the kitchen.
Why? Is it a theme?
No,
Was it a theme holiday?
I don't know. Might get them cheaper or something.
Was it?
So they were
get them
working,
cheaper?
They were working in the kitchen, and one of them fancied Suzanne and kept sort of eyeing her up, and she was winding me up saying, "Oh,
not eyeing up and down, just eyeing her up."
Anyway, no. So
What was she doing in the kitchen?
No, it's like a pick what you want to eat type buffet, but you have people clearing the tables and that ready for you to come along.
Are they low tables?
And you know, he was just keeping an eye on her.
Well, what did he say though? Was he
It was Turkish, so I don't know what he was saying.
But he was
a little fella, yeah.
Did he?
What do you mean a little fella? What do you mean little fella?
Sort of dwarf-like.
What do you mean dwarf like? He had magic powers or he was 4 foot?
No,
what do you mean, Karl?
A little bloke, just like a normal bloke but small. If you stood him in the desert, you wouldn't know.
But he'd be hot and says, right, Karl.
You should watch out for the monkeys.
Yeah, underground.
There's underground monkeys.
Look, you can't just say there was a little midget fella who was eyeing up my girlfriend and then leave it. What do you mean? What was happening? This is a story to us. This is much more interesting to us than, and she was deaf, right, and she hit her head. That's much more
I don't understand how it manifested itself. Did he come over and say something?
No, do you know when it's like girls know, don't they, when someone fancies them?
What do you mean there was lots of them as well?
Do they? That's worth knowing.
Listen, right, go on, right. So you went to this holiday, yeah?
Yeah.
And you went into the dining room or something?
Yeah, downstairs.
And you looked over.
You thought, this is odd, there's no one serving.
Yeah, and they go,
Wait a minute.
hold on, you looked down and there was a little waiter.
There was loads of them running around busy.
Why though? Why did they get
summer?
What do you mean?
Because it was
loads of them.
summer.
They had more of them
They
on.
come out in summer. They come out in summer.
What do you mean they had more? What do you mean?
Because it's busy, isn't it?
Well, no, but they hibernate in the
Why
winter.
were they all midgets?
I don't know, maybe it doesn't heat stunt your growth or something.
No!
Well, they just happened to, maybe it was a thing that they did for tourists or something, I don't know. I just got on with my meal, it was a holiday, do you know what I mean?
God.
Right,
So it's a midget serving. I'm not going to ask any questions.
Right, okay, yeah.
So they're all little fellas running around, and this one always was like, you know, oh, do you want a new serviette? You know what I mean? Going out of his way to sort of...
for turning on the charm.
Yeah, he was going out of his way, the others weren't.
Right. I think what was happening is he'd been working with Santa all the winter.
Yeah.
This is sort of little summer break.
This one was your waiter, and so he was being polite to you.
Maybe.
But what did Suzanne say then?
Well, she was using it to wind me up.
What was she saying? Oh,
just like, you know, look
he may be small, but he's built like a...
Yeah, he's all man.
So...
Were you jealous of a midget then? You were jealous of him?
It is a bit annoying, isn't it?
Why?
It wouldn't bother me as much now, because I've been with her for ages.
Right.
But at the time, that might have been one of our first holidays, and it's like... You
don't
know,
want to be
what's going on? I paid for this holiday.
Yeah.
And then you get off with a midget?
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway...
But it doesn't matter, because you got chatted up by a bearded lady. So.
yeah.
Tell you what, no, that's got nothing to do with that.
What were you going to say? What were you going to say?
I was going to say the hotel was half board, and maybe...
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say it's just one of her shortcomings.
So listen, right?
Play a record.
Right. Badly drawn boy, born again. Right, just get this educating Ricky out of the way. So, Turkey, yeah. So what is this again?
This is educating Ricky, is the tip included.
Right.
Apparently a fellow was on holiday in Turkey. Just having a normal holiday, weather's good, you know, he's having a good time. And
Waiters are all normal height.
Yeah. He's having his meal. He hears a load of screaming going on in the kitchen.
Hold on.
Has his girlfriend wandered in there?
And they do,
With a step ladder.
Yeah.
the circumcised people in the kitchen, and apparently...
What are you talking about?
Whoa. Slow down. We were
Sorry,
sidetracked there for a minute.
what are you talking about? I'm excited about two things at once here. One, they circumcised people in the kitchen. Two, I guessed it was someone losing the end of their knob.
He did, yeah.
I started thinking like Karl Pilkington.
Extraordinary.
That is amazing.
Apparently it was going on. It wasn't just a one-off either. Well, when I say a one-off, I mean they did it more than once.
Yeah.
Right? And there was... it was there for a week, and apparently the first night it was quiet, and then the rest of the week, every day, it'd be like having his breakfast, or even his lunch, or even his tea.
Yeah.
Right? He'd be doing it all day.
Oh.
You'd be hearing
Lunch
screams.
and breakfast, fair enough, really.
Yeah,
Circumcision at tea time.
Don't do that.
And apparently it's a tradition over there. You can't even make a complaint about it. It's like, well, you should have found out before you come over.
See, I can't believe this is
Sorry,
true.
I'm a little
I
bit
can't
lost.
believe this is
He was
true.
in a restaurant, in a hotel, and there were people having circumcisions in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I'm even worried that we're bordering on the racist here, suggesting that is tradition, that Turkish people cut the end of their cocks off in the kitchen
Yeah.
at meal times. I think you're wrong, Karl.
This sounds ludicrous, Carl.
No, I don't think it happens everywhere.
Right.
I think this
Just in this
Oh,
particular
this at this
restaurant.
hotel.
certain places,
Certain hotels.
certain hotels.
What, is it like 2-star?
Yeah. Why did he go to the Foreskin Inn? It was his own fault, wasn't it?
So that's
Sorry, that's it, is it?
Have they closed?
Sorry, no, wait. That's the story. You educated me, right? Once a fella saw some Turkish people cutting the tip of their knob off in the kitchen. Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Karl. Got any more?
Well, there's things you can learn from it. Either don't go to Turkey,
No!
don't have calamari when you're over there.
Karl, you've done it again.
Well,
You too. I love that one. On XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl. Okay, Karl, one more.
can't we just...
Don't get the ump, just because so far you've come up with nothing. What's the last one?
Give us the teaser clue
It
again.
was, I want to come here in hindsight.
I wouldn't have come here in hindsight.
Yeah.
Right, give me some education. This will be the thing that teaches me something. I can feel it in my bones. Come on.
There's a kid in Kenya. He was messing about with some beans.
Magic.
We guessed that as well. You did, yeah. He's fed up because we've guessed his puns, I think.
He put one of them in his ear.
Yeah.
The mum or the dad said, oh, what have you done that for, or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll have to take you to the doctors now. So they took the kid to the doctors, and the doctor said, he said, I can get that out, I can sort that out for you. So he took it out, and the doctor said, right, that's £3.50. And the dad said, I've only got £2.70 on me. And the doctor said, right, well, and he put the bean back in his kid's ear.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean,
A couple of questions from me, very quickly. Are you sure that those were definitely the sums involved, were they?
Well, the equivalent of whatever the deal with in Kenya.
Yeah.
It was the equivalent of, you know...
so what currency was it, Karl, that you translated into sterling?
I don't know. No, it was saying in the thing, it said the equivalent of...
£3.15, £2.70.
Did it say that?
Yeah. So
Did it say that?
Yeah.
Karl, look at me. Did it say that?
Yeah, it said that was the...
Did it say that?
Yeah. Yeah, it did. It definitely said that. Definitely.
Yeah.
So...
Oasis, Live Forever on XFM 104.9. Right, we're in the swing of things. It's mine and Steve's favourite bit of the whole show. This is what we do this show for now. Educating Ricky.
Yeah.
Go for it, Karl.
You said that learning can't be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go for the one... What's the one about the butcher, going down the butcher shop?
You've got get your kit on, we're off down the butcher's.
Yeah.
You going for that one?
Yeah.
Well, do you know the saying, don't let the cat out of the bag?
Yeah.
Do you know what it means?
Yeah, well, don't give away a secret.
Right. Well, do you know how it came about?
No.
No.
Well, Ages ago. Before, like...
Ages ago. 17th century?
Yeah, before, like...
Yeah, 17's good. Yeah.
Before, like, you know, proper butchers and Dewhursts and supermarkets and that, you used to get these blokes who sold meat. Right.
Butchers, they were called then, I think.
Yeah, but the difference was they didn't stay in the same place, they moved about. Right, so they'd turn up on a street corner, and he'd have, like, loads of carrier bags of, like...
Carrier bags?
Yeah, with meat in and that, and people would
Plastic
be like,
carrier bags?
Yeah, with mobile butcher on them.
Yeah.
Right, so...
and an email address.
Yeah, go on.
People went, right, yeah, I need some meat, right, so they'd go up to this bloke and say, what have you got? And he'd say, well, I've got a you know, you can have a bag full of pig, or you can have whatever, a bag full of chicken, whatever. Yeah. And they'd go, yeah, how much? They go, oh, you know, call it a fiver, whatever. Yeah. And they'd buy them, and to make more money, they didn't always fill the bag with what they said was in it.
Oh, and yeah, I thought that might be the case.
Right? Yeah. So what they used to do...
Did they ever put cats in there?
Yeah.
But I don't see what...
Okay, so sometimes they would put a cat in the bag and pretend it was chicken or whatever else.
Yeah, so...
But why was a cat any cheaper than a chicken?
Because cats are wandering around the streets, aren't they? Chickens aren't. So they'd get a chicken, they'd put a chicken on the top so that when they look in it, they'd go, yeah, that's all right. Got a bag full of chicken. They'd get home to make the dinner, and they'd be like, what are we having tonight? And they'd go, well, you'll never guess. And they'd have, like, you know, well, you can have a chicken leg, and, you know...
But it would be a cat. Yeah. They'd have to defrost a pizza.
Yeah.
Did they mind that they were eating cat then, in those days?
He didn't say. He just was saying about the saying, don't let the cat out of the bag. It's like, you know, if they see that, they're going to go mad.
Well, so it was the people that were doing this, it was the dodgy butchers that coined this phrase. Were they saying to each other, don't let the cat out the bag? I.e., what I mean by that, Jack, is don't let them see the cat, what we've stuffed in there.
Yeah.
Dodgy butcher, there's another phrase, isn't it?
So that's the first one.
Is that a euphemism, or is that dodgy butcher?
As his meat delivered around the back.
Sure.
So that's that one. So let's get your kit on.
What does that mean?
It's a euphemism for homosexuality.
Okay. And meat, presumably, in that means different things.
It doesn't. It's a word that is also a male bird.
Would it mean chicken or cat necessarily in that context? Or well, I suppose it could.
Yeah. Carl's look at him. Carl looks at you like a cat. Yeah. Whenever we leave him behind, if we don't talk like straight at him and let him see our lips moving, and it's, you know, monosyllabic and very easy to understand. Look, he's lost in that conversation there. He just drifted off, didn't you, Carl?
No, I just was also thinking on animals and that, something else was going to use.
Go on. Alright, that's Aqualung. Good time's gonna come, innit? Right, Carl, come on in, educating Ricky. So, don't let the cat out of the bag, that's where that comes from. Comes from a crafty butcher.
104.9 XFM, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington's pressing the buttons.
Right.
We're playing some great moments from the last 3 weeks.
And some great records, Steve, from the last 2 weeks.
That's true enough.
Yeah.
We're not actually here today. What are you up to today, Rick?
It's 8 hours earlier, so this is about 2 o'clock probably. Mm-hmm. So it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm still in bed, mate. I'm asleep in my hotel room.
Now, where are you?
We're in LA.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
City of Angels, Rick.
Yeah.
City of Angels.
Yeah, and so that's what we do. We're doing stuff like that. That's why we're not here. We're not here next week either. So next week is the best of this week.
Alright, so here's the first bit.
Where are you going, Lanzarote?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Don't know, Suzanne sorted it out.
I said, Lanzarote, is that Africa or is it Spain or Portugal? Just thought you don't know. I went, what do you mean don't know? I goes, well, what's the currency? He went, don't know. I said, Suzanne booked this one, did she?
Yeah.
I thought, where is it? Is Lanzarote African or?
Foreign, somewhere foreign.
I was looking last night, and doesn't look that good. There was like one of the highlights of the things it says you've got to do is go and have, apparently they've got restaurants in caves, and that's like one of the things they say you must do. So, if that's a highlight, do you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'll do that. Go and see what that's like.
Yeah.
When you're on the beach, Carl, do you wear the very, very tight Speedos?
No.
Do you walk around with them?
Sort of longish shorts, t-shirt on, probably with a sort of a light shirt on top of that.
Right, sure.
So quite wrapped up then.
Covered up. Do you wear a hat? Because obviously the bald head, there's risk of sunburn.
No, I just put a bit of lotion on it.
Lotion on there.
Yeah.
Just have a bit of a wander down the beach, have a look.
Yeah.
See if there's any old blokes with their tackle out and a backpack.
A lot to look forward to, so
Yeah.
well, there you go.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to finding out how you get on.
Yeah, I'll let you
And
know.
interested to know what she gives you on Christmas Day.
Probably get
More
anything.
scintillating chat after this next song.
We've had a lot of emails, Carl. I don't want to sort of put a dampener on your Christmas, but a lot of people have been slagging off Lanzarote. One of them just said, well, one of them, I don't know if I can find
It is Canaria, isn't it? It's It is one of the Canaries, isn't it?
It's a volcanic island covered in volcanic dust. It's very windy, so you have to dig a hole to sit in on the beach, and there's hardly anything to do. That's from Mike Godham, and he says, unless you like quad biking, well, you know, you've seen what happened to
No,
Ozzy
don't
Osbourne
go
this week,
quad
so don't do
biking.
that.
Not with your little head. There's no protection at all, is there?
I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know.
At least Rick Mann and Ozzy had lots of hair. Yours would be like Humpty Dumpty. It would crack like a little egg. And then we'd seen, there's no kings or kings horses. So,
Yeah, well, they couldn't do the job anyway.
No, shouldn't really send them. They're not really qualified.
Horses not equipped to put a back
Send
an
a
egg
medical
man.
man like Neil Fox in
Yes.
to mend
But not
eggs.
some kind of military horse.
I bet he's had the egg on his face a few times, hasn't he?
What, Foxy?
Yeah.
Well, most of the series are Pop Idol.
Right, Carl. Lanzarote, good or bad?
Well, you got to give it a go, haven't you?
Yeah, well done.
Give everywhere a go.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. You know, don't just take the word for it. I mean, if it had said Nananova, Lanzarote shit, he'd have believed it.
Sure.
You know, if he'd have overheard it in a pub,
Yeah.
Lanzarote a crap, he'd have believed it. He'd have seen it on a website that was mainly concerned with monkeys and witches, he'd have believed it.
Yeah.
As it is.
Everybody raves about New York, and when I went there, I thought it was rubbish.
Well, you're an idiot then, because that is possibly
though,
the
isn't it?
greatest city in the world,
Subjective.
along with London.
Subjective, though. That's why they have holiday programmes and that, innit? So you see it and you decide for yourself and that.
Yeah, but you saw Venice on a holiday programme, as you put it. You went there and you went, it was rubbish, full of black bin liners.
Well, it is.
Right. Didn't they show them?
It stunk.
Didn't Judith Chalmers say that? It stinks here and there's loads of rubbish everywhere.
No, she didn't.
Did she mention that?
Oh, that's what I mean. So it depends what you want from holiday, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. But
So,
you're an idiot if you don't like New York, so next.
Anyway, come on, break up, guys. Kiss and make up.
Well, the general public are getting involved with Carl's holiday, and, I mean, this has been a damning report on Lanzarote.
There's not been a positive word written about Lanzarote so far.
Wow. It's volcanic, there's no natural water supply.
Apparently there's no natural water supply. It's
You
all
have to sit in a
imported.
hole. What do you think of this, Carl? What do you think of the people that want you to know that you're going to a rubbish place when you can't change it? What do you think of that?
rubbish show, will it?
What do you mean?
Be all right.
What do you mean it'll be right?
Because I'm going to go there thinking, oh, there's no water and that, and there will be water.
No, they didn't say there's no water.
What did they say then?
There's no natural water supply.
Whatever. I'm not bothered. Doesn't bother me.
All right.
I'm going to have a good time and that.
What are you going to do? What's your plan to do?
Got a book.
What book you got?
Rich Hall book. I'm just going to read that.
Brilliant.
And the weather's better than here, isn't it?
What's the matter? What's the
Well,
matter with
I've got
Carl?
something to cheer him up. Someone's emailed in, Emma's emailed in, she said that for those that know, those in the know, they referred to Lanzarote as Lanzagrotte.
Brilliant.
He's a bit fed up. He's got 2 CDs for Christmas from a company that's he's been with for 6 years. He's a little bit grumpy about having to answer the phones. He wouldn't go and make Steve another cup of tea immediately.
Selfish.
Yeah. Carl, what are you thinking?
Nothing. Go on, what were you doing?
Come on, Carl, you're getting paid for this. Project. Out.
We'll take one of those CDs away.
All right.
From that classic first album, Velvet Underground and Nico, which apparently peaked at a disappointing 171 in the US charts.
Think of that.
And that's obviously Lou Reed, the Velvet Underground, and Waiting for the Man.
Yeah, great track. So we were talking, we were doing White Van Man, and we got onto
genetically modified babies, but
and then
somehow
Carl started telling a story about someone with a horse, and then he got onto, he was trying to make money selling flowers. Just do the flowers briefly.
Well, hang on, I just want to recap slightly. So there was a family, and who had the horse in the family?
It was...
Because you lived on an estate in Manchester.
So the
didn't you?
the mother was a right pig, apparently. I don't know whether that's
you
relevant.
You don't need to go that far.
But
what
go
I'm
on.
trying to do is like make a picture for you so you understand.
What did she
What a
look
picture
like?
it
Who
is.
did she look like?
Bit of a, and no disrespect to her, bit like Pauline Quirk.
Quirky, yeah.
Right?
Okay, I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be Pauline. Did she have any tats? Did she have any tattoos?
I've never got that close to it.
Okay, all right.
So who had the horse? Was this her son or her
No,
husband?
her daughter.
Her daughter had stolen a horse.
Yeah, from I don't know where. I think there was some stables down the road or something.
And they kept the horse in the house with them?
They kept it in the house.
Did they
didn't
get
have
caught?
it for long.
No.
Sorry, and you said you were in the house one day and you saw the horse
No,
in
what
there?
happened was I was... they did this thing at school about raising money for charity, right? For some local charity. And they said you can do anything to raise money. And they came out with all these ideas and I thought, that's good.
What was the charity?
Well, I don't know. I thought, forget the charity.
Yeah, that's just a good money-making idea.
So,
you're a charity.
So I asked my mum for some, because she used to have a lot of flowers around the house.
Sure.
I said, can I just take some snippings off them? And I'll go and buy some plastic cups. And got some soil out of the garden, planted the bits of plants in them.
Yeah.
Got a tray.
Yeah.
Had about 25 plants on it, selling them for 25 pence each.
Excellent. Did you sell any?
Yeah, so loads.
Did you just cut? You didn't just cut them and stick them in the soil?
Yeah, they want to survive.
Oh.
But I think people sort of thought, well, good on him for trying. But anyway, so I went round to theirs because I thought their house could do with a bit of colour and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit rough. So as I went...
The horse went, thank God for that breakfast. They've been feeding me kitty cat.
So I got up to the door and they opened the door and it was one of them houses where no carpet.
Yeah, a horse in the living room.
You know.
We've all been there.
And the horse was walking around the living room.
Oh.
I looked quite happy and everything because I always say that about animals.
Black Beauty
right?
was on. Yeah.
Well, think about it, right? If you were a horse, where would you rather be? In a little wooden hut with a load of hay, or in like a house with a
central heating,
3-piece suite, and a telly and that?
Telly and that.
No, but I was saying this the other day.
And an Atari,
right? I was walking through London.
Commodore 64,
yeah,
rubbish.
Exactly.
Walking through London with Suzanne, right?
Yeah.
And you know, like homeless people always have dogs. And she said, "Oh, I hope she looks after it." I said, that dog is happier than most dogs,
right?
Because people always walk past and give it a pat on the head.
Yeah.
It's with its owner all the time.
Yeah.
It's out in the open. It's not locked up in a house.
Yeah.
It doesn't eat, but other than that,
no, it does eat though. They're always all right. So that's what I was saying. I think this horse was doing all right for itself. Do you know what I mean?
Well, not many horses have got their own house.
Exactly.
For a start, yeah.
But anyway, that's
by the by.
Yeah. So anyway, this family. It was a bit. What were we talking about? It was about cloning,
genetically modified kids and all that stuff. Yeah.
Right. Now, what I'm saying is, you could say, right, Steve, you could have a baby, right? And Ricky could see it and say, God, I want one that looks like that.
Yeah.
Right.
It could happen, Rick.
So
come on, work with him.
So you take it to the doctors, and I don't know what they do. They inject it with something or whatever.
Yep, that's how it's done.
Yeah.
And get a little baby, and there it is. It looks the same. Now the thing is, you separate. You both go off and do your own things.
Yep.
Right. Now, you look at Stephen. You look after your baby.
Yeah.
You treat it well. You give it good food and
I'm a good dad.
all the vitamins and stuff.
Yeah.
Ricky just gives it cheese. Right. So then it changes its looks. It goes a bit fat. It gets tired easily and that sort of thing. Now, when this family...
Why am I just feeding a baby cheese?
Right, this family who had a horse in their house. Yeah. They had a little baby, and my mum went round and said, "You're not going to believe this, but it's a beautiful looking baby," right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, And the weird thing is, it was a good-looking kid, but as time went on, they didn't really look after it. And I'm not saying like abusing it, but it used to run around. It used to play out till like 10 at night.
Yeah.
It used to chase cars.
Right.
It was a bit.
Did it have hooves?
No. Chase cars.
Right.
What sort of kid chases cars? Oh God!
No.
Was it called Rover? Did it catch sticks?
It's Liam. It was called, right?
Right.
Now, the weird thing is, it was a good-looking kid, but as time went on, and all that, like, not eating properly, and its hair was all patchy.
It's not Liam Gallagher, is it?
And chasing cars and that, and it became an ugly kid.
It's definitely Liam Gallagher.
And that's what I'm saying, right? You can clone all you like, but at the end of the day, it's how you brought up.
Brilliant. Wow. Life.
Wow.
That was a hell of a point. Oh, God.
But am I right?
Oh, you're always right, Carl.
Well, if you just tuned in, it's XFM 104.9. You've got that bit right. Ricky Gervais show with me, Stephen Merchant.
Hello there.
Carl is actually in a little booth. We're not in the studio, you see. This is pre-recorded. We recorded this last week because we're away. And it's sort of like the best of the last 3 weeks since last time we were away when we put out the best of.
Now, you weren't speaking to Suzanne last week at this time because you said she had a haircut, probably quite an expensive haircut. She's a lady in media. She's got to look good. She probably doesn't go to the barber like you, or just shave it at home. Probably spent quite a little bit of money on it. She came home. She thought, well, my sweetheart, my lover, my sweetheart, you know what I mean? The man in my life is gonna love this.
Well, he adores everything about me. He's gonna love my hair.
She walked in. Hello, Carl. All right. You look like Dave Hill from Slade. Is what Hugh said to the poor woman. And then talked about it on air. She was furious about that. So what did you do?
Carl?
She did listen, yeah. She wasn't happy.
And she heard you slagging her hair off?
Yeah. She, well, what
so this is probably annoying her now.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. We can do a lot today because she's at work. So,
and of course, no one's going to tell her.
Let's have a chat about a fat arse, shall we? Hold on. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
You are in so much trouble. That's... Look, he's realised he is a little bit worried. Oh, didn't you go and buy her a coat or something?
Took her out on Sunday and treated her to a new coat and that.
Yeah.
But I offered, I said as well, I said I'd pay to have it done again.
Oh, no! Carl, you have... Oh, God! Oh, my Christ.
So she listened to the show. What did she say? You got home, she'd heard you slagging her hair off.
Imagine that. He thinks that's a good thing. So, like, we've won the polls. Brilliant. What are we doing? Well, you can have facial surgery now, love. It's sort of like... It's just... Christ. You offered to have it done again. Unbelievable.
Yeah. But I got home and she's like, being moody with me, right?
Yeah. You thought something's wrong, she must have listened to the show when I was slagging off her hair.
His first thought was she's probably looked at herself in the mirror. She agrees with me.
Yeah, that barber's been round again.
Yeah.
And she just said, that wasn't very nice of you, was it?
Oh.
So I just said, hang on a minute. I said, that's what we do on the show. When I'm slagging off, Chinese people looking old or whatever, I said, you never interfere.
Sure.
I love the fact...
She's got to get her priorities right.
I love the fact that she's in the same queue as a billion people you've never met.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. She's in the same queue. Well, you didn't complain when I was slagging off.
Carl, I don't think Carl has ever admitted he might be in the wrong. Ever. Certainly not to you or I. So did you admit...
That is so true.
Isn't it?
That is so true.
He's never admitted that he might be in the wrong. So did you, in this instance, agree that maybe you'd overstepped the mark?
No, I just said she took it badly. Do you know what I mean? It's only a haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Steve, you haven't seen it, so you can't start interfering on this one.
No, okay.
No, I haven't seen it, but I very much doubt she looks like Dave Hill from Slade, who, if I'm unless I'm mistaken, used to cut his hair with garden shears blindfolded.
Well.
So, you know what I mean? And did her teeth stick out and she started to speak with a Brummie accent as well?
I've got used to it now anyway.
And so did you bought... So at some point you came crawling back and you said, do you want me to buy you a coat?
I just said, let's leave that. Let's go out and have a good weekend.
Sure.
But get your hat before we go. And treated her to a new coat and that. It's a nice coat, so people will look at that rather than looking at the head.
So does it do flash? It's got obscenities across the back.
If anyone who knows Carl's girlfriend is listening...
Tell her.
And maybe you're a work colleague and you're listening to the show.
Because I think this is terrible.
Get her to phone him now.
Get her to phone him now. I mean,
get her to phone on the XFM number.
What's the fat ass complaint line? Because you are in deep shite.
Just animal facts. I remembered one in the week.
Go on.
There was, do you know them two gay American men who have tigers?
Okay, the two gay ones,
Those
go on.
two possibly tigers.
Yeah, let's not worry about libel law anymore then.
If you shave a tiger's head...
Whoa. Right, okay. You've got to treat that sentence with a lot more reverence than you did. Think what you're saying. If you shave a tiger's head...
Not just his head, its whole body.
Sorry.
Sorry, yeah.
So I thought you were getting weird. Go on then, if you shave a tiger, go on.
It's still stripy underneath. The skin's...
Is it like rock?
It goes all the way through. Yeah, that's amazing.
Where did you hear that one?
I remembered that. Like, was
that a drunk just shouting it in the street?
I shaved a tiger and it's still stripy. Get out of here. Yeah. Well, you know a polar bear? Polar bear's skin is actually black and its fur is transparent, not white, and it gives the illusion. So it gets all the radiation possible from the sun, but it's still camouflaged.
I didn't understand that, Rick. Sorry, you lost me. If its skin's black,
a polar bear's skin is black,
and its fur is translucent,
and it's translucent.
So why is it white when we?
Well, it's just because the light hits it, and
the sun reflects off.
Yeah, and it makes it look white. Yeah, so if you look at each individual hair, it's actually translucent.
So at night it would be black.
Well, everything is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, not bright stuff, Rick. You've embarrassed yourself. Play a record.
Right. Okay. Are you in a film this week, Carl?
We're doing that now.
Yeah. Go on. Get it over with.
Hang on a minute, then.
Get it over with. Let's get this show over with. We can go home. You can go off to Lanzarote and sit on some ash.
Some charcoal.
He's not happy about that. That's annoyed him. The listeners have all ganged up on him.
Yeah.
XFM giving him 2 CDs.
We've had more calls for his resignation this week than ever before.
What do you think of that, Carl?
What do you mean?
There's another reason.
Do you know what I mean, though? Because he's grumpy. He's not just giving it. He goes, well, I can't have it, can I? I don't want it. You're being paid well to do a job. People have tuned in to be entertained, to have good songs. Me and Steve are working
I'm pressing
here.
the buttons. I'm paid to press the buttons. That's what I'm doing. Has every CD started on time?
Then why would they give you Monday off if you just paid to press the buttons?
Don't get every other Monday off, do I?
So have you stopped doing that now, have you?
Well, yeah.
Why?
Because there's work to do in that. I'm not moaning about it. Let's get on with it. So
It's you in the film Scrooge.
Yeah,
Which
yes.
version of Scrooge?
The old one.
Is it if it's just you moaning with bells, I'll be annoyed. Right, go
That
on.
is essentially Scrooge.
yeah.
Right, Scrooge, listen to this, and then there's some question at the end.
All right.
And you can win some stuff and that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're late.
Only 20 minutes.
What do you mean by coming in here at this time of day?
I've just been doing some Christmas shopping, haven't I? Probably do some more shopping on Monday because it's my day off, isn't it?
Yes, I know it is. You don't have to tell me.
Do you want to see what I've bought Suzanne?
No, thank you.
I don't mind showing you. It's only a Christmas present, isn't it? Just bought some more condoms.
Why?
Well, I bought some last year. Got 2 boxes. They all got used, so...
I'm very glad to hear it. How much do I pay you?
Why are you asking? The presents I buy has got nothing to do with what I earn. Like I say, if I won the lottery, I wouldn't go mental on her. Do you know what I mean? I probably wouldn't even tell her because I think she'd want to travel around the world and all that, and I'm not into that, to be honest, so I'd probably keep it quiet.
Why?
Well, once you've been around the world, where do you go next year? Each to their own, though, innit? You know what I mean?
Well, what do you want?
What for Christmas? Not that fussed, really. And you, it's just as well I'm not that fussed, because do you know I do some work at XFM? Do you know what they're giving me for Christmas present?
Nothing?
No, might as well have been nothing. 2 CDs. That's it. I was well fed up.
I'm sure you will.
They give you a list of about 30 albums and you get to pick 2 off the list. So I've gone for Kings of Leon album and the best of Bob Marley.
Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years. In fact, he died 7 years ago this very day.
Did he? Do you know what sort of donuts Bob Marley likes?
It's not my business.
No, it's not a proper question. It's an old Peter Kay joke. He likes the ones with jam in. Do you get it? Garlic bread. It's good, isn't it?
Excellent.
Oh, Carl, well done.
Carl in Scrooge there. The only man more mean and depressed generally than Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh dear.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right. There's this monkey, right?
Yeah.
And it had been, do you know you hear about monkeys being badly treated and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So, anyway, it goes into this home. It's 14, this monkey. It's called Matty, right? Goes into this home where it's looked after.
What do you mean home?
Just like, just a little monkey home, right?
Okay, so zoo.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, but they haven't got any other monkeys there, right?
What have they got there?
They've got just other animals and that, but not that many monkeys. But anyway, because he's there on his own, again, you know...
When you say monkey, do you mean a chimpanzee, by the way? Because you usually do.
Yeah.
I can't believe that journalist thought this was scripted.
Amazing.
So anyway, yeah. So it gets sort of pally with the people working there and that, and it's smoking fags, it's having a drink at night and all this, right?
What do you mean it's having a drink at night? How?
It's all here, Steve. I mean, we haven't really got time, but
Well, don't say it's all here like it's proof. You've got another stupid story that someone has put onto the internet. Someone sitting at home in their bedroom has put onto the internet.
So it's having a fag, it's drinking a lovely glass of Bang Rock Station.
Yeah, the wine that's perfect for a barbecue.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's loving life, it's forgetting about its past and everything, right? When this other monkey comes along.
Oh no. Trouble's brewing.
Go on.
Right? That comes in, something said... Right, forget it then. Forget it.
This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the Best Of. I know what you're thinking. If this is the best, my Christ, what was the rest like? Well, we'll be back in a week's time, so you can judge it for yourself live. But anyway, in the meantime, this is one of the best clips I've ever heard.
Oh, I'm laughing just thinking about what it might be.
Feel drained today.
Do you?
Go on.
This is the strangest radio show in the world.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Because when we can do that, we can talk about this and go, Phil Drain today. Just like he's not, like no one's listening. Because that's the sort of thing you say socially and no one listens. Like just when you're watching up, I feel drained today. It's rhetorical. Yeah. You're not expecting anyone, not even your loved ones, to go, oh really? They just go, that. But to do it live on air, no one's listening.
What I mean is just give us a jingle.
But the
Exactly.
But the truth is,
the contempt we have for our poor listeners is unbelievable.
The listeners aren't listening, and we don't want to be here. So this really is one of the most pointless things ever.
No, would have been quite happy to do a full show.
But you know what?
The flow of it's just.
I would love to listen to this back in 10 years. This actual show. Let's keep this forever. Let's keep this show forever. The show we went early. We were bored. It was a day we're trying to save Africa, but we're a little bit annoyed that no one's listening. Yeah, right. Right, once and for all, the final monkey news of the year.
Oh, go on.
What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, if you're not into the Live 8 and you're gay, you're not listening. Because you're on a walk.
Right, okay. Right. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, there's this card game going on, right? in the big hotel in Vegas.
Right.
The Luxor Hotel in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's a major card game. All the big players and that were involved. Right, they're all invited. Anyway, so they all meet up in this dark room at the back of the.
Oh, there we go, dark room.
At the back
they didn't work. They didn't see the little 4-foot hairy fella. So it was brilliant at poker.
Like I say, it's a big game, and that everyone's been waiting for it. So it's played in the back room, not in the main entrance bit, right? So anyway, like I say, it's dark in there and what have you, and the players went in. There was already someone sat in there, right?
Right.
But they couldn't quite see
Was
him.
he a short, hairy bloke with slightly longer arms than legs?
Couldn't see him.
Where his arms slightly longer than his legs, strangely enough?
Was he holding his hand of cards with his feet?
Anyway. So the cards were dealt, right? Cards were dealt, game's going on.
His cards with his feet!
Game went on for hours, right?
No one's listening. The terrible thing is that not even we're listening to Carl now.
I know.
Literally no one is listening to Carl.
It's so insulting.
There was a lot of smoking going on.
It's going on.
A lot of eating and nuts going on. That was a bit weird because they don't normally get through as many, but for this night. So, come on, let's just play Bruce.
The Cure, Love Song, classic on XFM.
So that's the crabs that you can download their memories.
But what about other animals that are in the sea, in that same sea, eating the stuff? Have they tested them yet?
I don't know. I think they just took it on because their biology, something to do with, I presume they could take up minerals and, I don't know why. I don't know. But anyway, next one, it's just on the horizons, a bodybuilder, married,
freaky.
married another bodybuilder, right, and they're pregnant, and they had these tests, and the baby was very large, but it was causing it pain, right, in the thing, right, and
it's almost bizarre, and
after the female woke up pregnant after 7 months, and the baby
was walking around.
No, it forced its way out of the vagina.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it forced its way out. And it was
I thought it almost had, like, super strength. Like,
and it was pulling her along by the umbilical cord, and they had to, and it was a stone.
extraordinary. That's freaky. I mean, you talk about
yeah.
freaky stuff.
That's made up.
What?
It wasn't pulling her along.
Well, no, it was pretty, she could feel it.
Exactly. And it was, do you know what I mean? Like, just went, and just sort of squeezed its
Just
way
got out, because it was ready, because all the hormones.
Because it thought it was ready.
Oh, God.
Imagine that. Just waking up and finding that in the bottom of the bed. Freak out, wouldn't it? Because you'd think it was a nightmare initially.
And it had hair and everything, didn't it?
Yeah, because all the hormones, there, like hair, almost like a beard.
There was something in the week about, you've got test tube babies and that now, haven't you? But they've managed to do it. I only caught half
I
the
knew
story.
he'd be more impressed by the crabs than that. He doesn't care if it's human.
No, I am. I'm telling you
Go
though, that there was something. I only caught half the story because I was busy. But there's something about babies being able to be born without having any people involved. Or something. It's like putting them in an oven or something, and it's like a cake. And after a certain amount of time, it's ready.
I think you can buy those in Argos for kids at Christmas.
It's my first baby kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Play-Doh, I think, that they can buy.
Yeah. So what do you think of that then?
The baby one.
Yeah.
I prefer the crab one.
Yeah.
But the baby thing's pretty horrible.
Yeah.
So it was bigger than like the average.
Both made up. We made those up.
Yeah, they're both rubbish.
They're both
they
bullshit.
are both rubbish. Despite the fact they're both rubbish.
Yeah.
They're interesting.
We made those up. Both those stupid stories up.
Yeah.
Imagine downloading a crab's memories and seeing its mum feeding it as a child.
Both are rubbish.
I had trouble.
Yeah.
I know I was going to have trouble with pushed its way out of the vagina.
Yeah.
I practiced that about 30 times yesterday with Stephen. I was going, I'm not going to be able to do it, mate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to say that.
Yeah.
Are you disappointed?
A little bit. I mean, the baby one's a bit sort of out there.
Yeah.
I wasn't really having that one.
No.
But the crab one,
See, now, what's interesting, I think, is a useful experiment, Carl. I don't know what it's taught you about yourself. But would you say that that's revealed to you a certain thing? I don't know, maybe that you're a bit gullible. I mean, what I'm saying is maybe you shouldn't accept or swallow hook, line and sinker everything you read on the web. You not think maybe a valuable lesson?
I feel bad because I said to Steve, he won't be annoyed that we conned him, he'd be annoyed that they're actually not true. You'd love that crab thing to be true, wouldn't you?
it wouldn't surprise me if it did happen one day.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, and then
yeah.
he'd laugh.
And it's in the break when I said about the crabs, well, I'm keeping them then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching, did you watch The Mammals in the week?
No, I missed
David
it.
Attenborough.
No.
I was thinking actually, right, all this MTV stuff, if there's one reason why I'd like to do it,
Yeah.
is I was watching Attenborough, the Mammals programme. I reckon I could do something like that.
Right.
And just have like me, instead of Attenborough, like a young sort of fresh person, watching like certain animals and saying, do we need these? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, God! What's going to be Death on Earth?
Well,
That's amazing! Do we need these?
And,
No, 'cause there's loads of
and the
stuff.
audience at home would vote. Would there be something like
Yeah,
telephone
like a
vote?
vote out system.
Oh,
the
that-
thing is, it's
Yeah.
it's something interesting that Attenborough was saying the other night on
Do we need these?
on Jonathan Ross's show, on his telly show, right? He was saying, he said you could take all the humans off the earth and it would carry on, but take like some animals off it, mammals and that, you got problems on your hands. I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like the question is, do we need these? Is that part of the big thing?
Right.
Like jellyfish.
Yeah.
We've talked about jellyfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which mammals in particular were
You
you
talked about
watching
that
that you
Zoe Ball
thought-
show, haven't you?
Hey?
Which mammals were you thinking we don't need when you watched the show the other night? Any in particular that you thought they don't need them? They're not of interest.
Well, I like whales, but I don't know what they do. And they're taking up quite a lot of room.
Sure.
But stuff like,
Yeah.
but like jellyfish, I looked into because
Yeah,
I
well,
was
I know
talking
you
about
did
them, and they were saying they've got no eyes, no heart. There's something like 97% water.
Yeah.
Um,
They're blind, and they do about 33 miles a day.
Right.
So it's like, do we need them? Could we clear them out?
Yeah.
Well, the big net.
That would be the programme. What? Right, we'll get rid of them. Next week we'll be looking at
Rhinos.
I think it's genius. Honestly, I think it's genius. And like going along, sort of like picking up sea anemones and going and just lobbing them into the sea.
Well, what do you think about MTV doing that? And then I just, in between the bits,
Play music videos?
I play music related
relates
to
to it.
fish, so I could play like Fish,
Yeah.
like Rock Guy, or The Animals,
Rock Lobster.
yeah, or what else could
This
I
could
get in
run
there?
and run.
What other songs have got animals in them? The
Well,
Monkeys, could play the Monkeys.
Yeah, there's about 1 million, so let's not start this.
No, but do you know what I mean?
So do we need this?
So MTV flies you around the world
And
to the
you-
most incredible exotic locations. You sort of climb up a tree or whatever next to, I don't know what lives up a tree, some kind of rare parrot. You say, look at
Sloth.
that, it's colourful,
Sloth.
it's interesting.
Oh, you like sloths, don't you?
No, they just live up trees, but I'd say, do we need them?
Why?
Well, what do they do?
What do you mean? What do they do? What do you want from an animal? Carpentry. What do you want?
I don't like scorpions, right?
Right.
But then I found out they look after those monkey things.
They're not monkeys, they're
Whatever.
lizards.
Well, all right, yeah, then lizards. They look after the lizards. So there's a reason.
But do you need the lizard? Could be your
Well,
next
yeah,
question.
because the local people made shoes out of them.
But not when the scorpion protected them, they didn't.
All right, we don't need them then.
So, and so ultimately, would anyone decide? I mean, do the animals kind of get a chance to mount a case for their survival? I mean, is there maybe someone that comes into their corner and sort of defends them?
I'd have like a David Attenborough type character who says,
Right.
well, they do this, and I'll go, yeah, but do we need that doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does an animal need to do in order for you to feel that it sort of gets a chance of life? I mean, like a pet, like an animal, like a dog maybe, or a cat, I mean, they give a certain affection to its owner. Is that a valid reason to survive? Not particularly for you.
Not really.
No, okay.
I mean, saying that, though, blind people use dogs, so they are useful.
So dogs are useful. Saint
Farmers
Bernards,
use
they often
dogs.
save people, don't they, in snowy weather?
Cats. I'd have to think about it.
Okay.
Keep the mice down.
Yeah, but you got Rent-A-Kill.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is something that will affect the world.
Right. I think you'll find everything does.
Except Carl. I'm not sure what effect he's having on the world.
I'll tell you what, though, Steve. Right? Did you watch the mammals?
I didn't see the mammals.
They had bison on it.
Right.
The weirdest looking things you've ever seen.
Yeah.
They've really
Again, you're on dangerous ground here, Carl.
but they've really got it's like, decide what you want to look like. It's just a mismatch of stuff. It's got a really big airy head.
Yeah.
And like you.
Sort of bald at the back.
Right.
Sort of
It sounds like
thinner.
someone you went to school with.
Was there 2 of them? Oh, brilliant.
It's that thing, though, you see. This happened years ago to me, right? When, you get pally with someone, and then you wind each other up, and then there comes a time when you just go over the line.
Yeah.
Right?
What happened?
Well, it was this lad called Anthony, right? Who was my mate.
Yeah.
And we used to sort of always have a little fight in the toilet and that. Right? Punch each other.
Now I want to wipe it.
And the punches, used to get harder.
Yeah.
And stuff. And then, so he hit me harder. Turned out into a proper fight.
Yeah.
I chipped his tooth on the sink. Right?
Right.
This happened at school, and it was time for assembly, and I thought, and he's in the toilet crying. I thought, go to assembly. There's police in there in the assembly that day telling people about unnecessary violence.
And you thought they were there for you?
So I'm like, oh no, Anthony's going to come in a minute, like crying with all blood coming from his mouth. So I'm going to get arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go running and sleep?
And that was an example of.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of happened because I went out with a girl who he fancied.
How old are we now?
About 8 or 9.
I think that's out of order, going out with a mate's girl.
Yeah, but she didn't like him. He had like big ears and that. He had no
Yeah, 'cause
chance.
you're
So why
such a
should
dish.
I? No, but do you know what I mean? All right, I haven't got the looks like I used to.
Sure, when you were 8.
But that's before the stress of having head squoes and that sort of thing. I have aged a lot since.
Having your head squeezed.
I love your own grammar. I know,
That's the past tense, is it? Squeeze or to have squeezed.
Oh, he did squoze his head.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
So
What about a bit of Bowie? Let's,
Bowie?
Be my wife, Carl. I'm asking you. Let's make
I think
it
we
up.
can squeeze that in.
Be my wife, Carl. Come on. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted. So, would you like to start on your to Steve, because I've heard all these.
Well, we won't do them all.
Well, we'll start off with the Mr. Freeze. Tell Steve the story of Mr. Freeze. This is the first time he nearly died.
This is the most serious of the lot, really. So, What it was, do you know, like, don't know if your mum and dad did the same thing, but like they do the weekly shopping on like a Friday.
Yeah.
So when you got to Thursday, there wouldn't be much stuff left in the cupboard. It'd just be like, you know, your Jacob's crackers and stuff like that. So when they'd been to the supermarket and they came back, I was like, you know, what's that saying? Like a pig in. You know, I loved it. It was like loads of food coming in, loads of biscuits.
What is that saying?
He nearly said pig in shit.
Right.
Is that the saying?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, all this food comes in.
Thank God he didn't.
Otherwise he'd have been in trouble.
That's true enough.
Because he's culpable for our actions because
Exactly.
he's the producer. So technically, that twat's in charge. Go on.
Right. So anyway, so there's loads of food, and I'm like, oh yeah, look at this, and chocolate biscuits, and you know, penguins and stuff.
Bacon.
And bacon.
Just in case, you never know.
So anyway, my mum and dad's putting the food away. Me and our kid are like, he's already grabbed something, gone back upstairs.
It's like feral children. It's like a quest for fire. And then they ran upstairs. What did he just sit under the bed, gnawing at some sort of pig's trotter?
So I saw, do you remember Mr. Freeze Pops?
I do, yeah. So they're kind of like popsicles, icicles.
Yeah, but really long, like a foot long, right? Yeah. So I thought, I'll have one of them. So I grabbed it.
Went for the nutritious stuff first.
Absolutely.
And like my mum and dad are putting this stuff away and what have you. And I rip it open and knock it back, right? Straight away, just right back like
Swallow
that.
it straight away, yeah.
But it went down the wrong way, right? So
What's down your shirt?
So I was like, oh God, I can't breathe. And my mum and dad didn't even know what I'd ate. Do you know what I mean? I ate it so quick.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of tapping my mum on the back, going, and she's going, oh God, you know, he's choking again, because I was always choking. If it was one thing, I don't know if I've got like a small throat, but I mean, even Ricky knows I can't drink that much, can I?
Yeah.
Do you know,
or eat pebbles.
I'm not a quick drinker. I'd always, I think I'm scared of like swallowing stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like bottle tops and mint imperials and stuff. I was always choking on stuff.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway, she's going, oh God, what's he picked up on it now?
Drop it.
So-
And hit his nose with a stick.
So I was going, I'm choking. At this point, my dad had I think he'd put his share away, you know, his food away, and he'd gone.
His share. I love it.
He'd gone to watch like Winner Takes All or whatever in a lounge, and I was in the kitchen, and I was starting to I didn't care anymore. Do you know what I mean? I just got to that point where I wasn't struggling anymore.
You just thought, I'm done
I just
for.
was like falling to the ground. And my mum's going, you know, get in here, I think it's serious. And my dad comes in and sort of starts shouting at me, saying that's what you get for being greedy. He didn't even know what I'd eaten.
Well, it was the moment to teach you a lesson, certainly.
So he's there like that, and my mum's going, oh, look at him. And my lips were going purple, and my eyes were rolling into the back of my head.
You look like Marilyn Manson.
And so anyway, she grabbed me from behind and did that fireman thing.
The Heimlich manoeuvre.
Yeah. And, you know, winded me. And it came up, and I was all right.
What, the whole popsicle came flying back out?
You see, that's what I don't understand. Because there was nothing there.
No, just a little bit. No, it swells up, doesn't it? Because it irritated it. So it went down your sort of like your epiglottis. It went down the wrong way, like it went into your air canal instead of your throat, and it sort of spasms, and that's the fear. You just got to calm it down and relax.
So in time, I would have been all right.
Yeah,
anyway.
you don't. Well, no,
you might have.
So that's so that's
hang on.
one.
No. But the weird thing is, like for 3 days after that, I felt like a sort of a special person. I went to school.
I'm saying nothing.
I did full days.
A special needs person.
Yeah.
I went to school the next 3 days after that. I didn't wag it or anything. I did full days.
I love that. 3 days, turn over.
Yeah, exactly. After 3 days, you thought, screw it.
Yeah, did a quick history exam. Yeah. Right, next one.
Weird.
That's popsicle. That's popsicle hell, we'll call that. XFM 104.9. Lovely, that one. Now, again, I broke the rules in the week. I met up with Karl. I had lunch with him. And we were chatting and having a cup of tea. And it got onto one of Karl's favourite programmes, was the Tales of the Unexpected.
Ah, of course.
And all I can think is that he's probably the only person in Britain where they were unexpected. I mean, to him, when that twist came in, you go, gee, I can't...
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Can't believe
So it was the tree that did it. I mean, he was probably the only... And we were telling all these stories of horror, and he liked horror stories. And I told him this story, and I don't know if this will come across in the way, but I told him this story. It was a short. It was a horror short.
This was a film you saw, was it?
Yeah. And what it was, it started off just there'd been a car crash. You see, it's a horrendous wreck, and you saw it from the point of view of the person in the car, and he was calling for his mate, and he was going, Dave... And he sort of looked over and saw a body without a head that had been thrown. He goes, "Oh no, Dave!" And then into the field of view came Dave, his mate, and looked at him with a look of horror. And then it sort of went black, and you realised that he was just a head, and it had been his body.
Oh wow!
Right?
Yeah.
And I said, then it came up at the end at the executions in the French Revolution. People experience consciousness for and he went, oh. No, he said, it wouldn't be for that long. And then he went, if it was a chicken, it would work. Imagine remaking that film, but it's two chickens in horrendous car crash.
Their own fault for driving.
It would work. No, he wasn't having that.
Yeah.
No, it was too long. I think he said, how long was this film? I went, about 5 minutes. He went, no. It would work if it was a chicken.
I like the way that Carl is something like when you relate an incident like that, he's appalled and offended and annoyed by the people that made it, even though he's never seen it.
Oh, he's annoyed. Yeah.
Do you have a favourite Tales of the Unexpected, one that you remember particularly that shook you up?
Yeah, we were talking about the one on where there's some woman in prison. Have you seen that one?
I can't remember them all.
Right. This woman's in prison.
Yeah.
And she gets a bit friendly with the guy who takes the dead bodies out.
Right.
And he said, I can get you out of here. He said, what you've got to do, right? You've got to, at midnight...
When you hear the bell toll, that means there's been a dead body.
Yeah, there's been a dead body. So what you've got to do is go into, like, the place where all the dead bodies are, get in the first coffin on the right, and then I'll come along and carry you out, and you can run away and escape, right? So she goes, yeah, all right, then. So she hears the bell go.
I'll bury you, right? And then I'll come back later and dig you up.
Right.
Yeah, but
that's the point.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. Trust me, Carl, it really matters.
Okay.
Listen, I don't know if I'm going to ruin this for people at home.
Yeah.
Can I just skip to the end? I would imagine that she gets buried and he doesn't come back, and she has to get buried alive.
Better than that. So she gets in the coffin, and she's lying there for ages.
She's buried.
She can feel a bit of movement going on, so she's obviously, being carried somewhere, so she's thinking, this is it, I'm getting out. And she's lying there for ages and thinking, why ain't someone coming and lifting the lid off this? Do you know what I mean? Letting me get out. So she's really bored. She gets a lighter out, right? Lights it to have a look at who she's lying on. It's only the fella who said he'd help escape.
Oh.
How bad is that?
That is... How bad is that?
So it is quite important that she's buried alive then, isn't it? In retrospect, you realise that the jeopardy is that she's buried alive and can't get out.
Yeah.
It makes it so much worse, doesn't it, than just like lying in the morgue and going, actually, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
This isn't going to work.
Look at Carl's face. Having told that, he's so pleased. His face is lit up. He's beaming like a child.
Have you seen any?
Is that your favourite horror thing ever? Brilliant. I love that. That's like a ride song or something. That's my favourite one.
Ride-ish.
Ride-ish. Feeder. Just the way I'm feeding on XFM 104.9.
Rick, quick question for you. I'm thinking... a lot of people maybe are tuning in for the first time because of the advertising campaign.
Sure.
Should we reintroduce Karl again? I know we've done this a few times in the past, but just worried that people are going to not really kind of get the measure of him.
I'm Ricky Gervais. I'm the one off The Office.
Yeah.
Steve Merchant. He's not the one in The Office. He's not Gareth. Some people think he is. He's got a funny, weird West Country accent that actually Mackenzie was affecting for the role. Steve wrote it with me. He's the tall, lanky fella. Karl is our I say producer, but he's the one that pressed the buttons because I was
Dog's Body.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just because I was too big to run the desk.
Yeah.
I used to have to do.
Literally too big. You couldn't get there.
Yeah. And then we discovered that, he looked a bit like a boring sort of, all right, no. But then when we sort of, poked him with a stick, he came up with, he doesn't realise, but some of the I think, some of the funniest
things I've ever heard.
Say hello, Karl.
All right.
Yeah.
Classics, I think, so far that have gone straight to the list include, have you ever used a Y front correctly?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You never see an old person
eating a Twix.
Eating a Twix. These are sort of things. He's back on his campaign to get rid of jellyfish. Why is that, Karl?
Oh, did you see the paper yesterday?
Go on.
There's a jellyfish, right? It's about 15 foot long, about 5 foot wide, and there's a fella swimming next to it, and the paper's going, "Oh, look at this we've found. There's loads of them in Japan."
Yeah.
And it's because the water's getting hot, so it's making jellyfish really big.
Oh dear. How's the campaign going to get jellyfish get rid of them?
What was your point about jellyfish? They don't do anything.
There's no point. They get in the way.
Fish, yeah.
It ruined me holiday because I got stung by one.
Yeah.
But you think the same thing about Liverpudlians, and we can't just go around, wiping out things that ruin your
let's
holiday.
do the jellyfish first, and then we'll move on to the Scousers.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they do, and I'm trying to look on the internet. I've been busy this week.
You're jellyfish now, not Scousers.
Yeah.
You know what you
I don't know what they do either.
To sort of try and work out what would happen with the sea if it didn't work, because they say if there's no...
See, this is what we're talking about. Let's do it. People who've listened for the first time, they've got to listen to every word you say. You want to find out what would happen with the sea if it didn't work?
If jellyfish weren't in there, do you know what I mean? Because stuff like coral, apparently the sea would be in a right state if you didn't have any coral in it. Fish, do you know what I mean? I always worry about how many fish we're sort of eating. Because you go past...
Sorry?
No, do you know, you go in Marks and Spencer's or Selfridges...
There's loads of fish in there.
And there's really fancy stuff that you think they've killed that, and it looks good on the counter, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But is anyone going to buy it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a big, a shark sat in ice.
Yeah.
And you go, they've got a lot of fish...
So we won't go around the Tate Gallery?
Do you know what I mean?
I've never seen a big shark sat in ice in Selfridges.
They do it. And it's you go in the morning and you can go back at night and the same shark sat there. And it's
So you know it's the same shark, do you?
It's the same one.
So what, same face?
Are you sure he just hasn't lost his mum? And he's just he went shopping with her Christmas shopping and he's just he's drowned, he doesn't know where, he's just waiting.
You know I'm right.
I've never seen a shark in Selfridges.
Well, all right, then say maybe that's one day a week, but on other days they'll have
Shark Monday. I think, Selfridges. Today at Selfridges is Shark Monday. Yeah.
No, it's just that...
So your point is that there's all these fish not being eaten.
Yeah. So
and they're being killed.
They're taking them out of the sea, no one's eating them.
And you're worried, that the sea's going to rise because the more things you take out?
Well, we're just going to run out.
Because the fish drink it, don't they? And that keeps the water level down.
Yeah.
No, well, you know what I mean. There's stuff that worries me.
You're worried that... Was it you who said that you were worried that... Because, there's sponge in the sea.
Yeah.
But if they took it all away...
No.
Was that him?
That's a Stephen Wright joke.
Is that Stephen Wright? What was the joke?
Sponges grow in the sea. That kills me. How deep would it be if they didn't? I love the fact that he confused you with Stephen Wright, who for a living purposely says ridiculous things.
Yeah.
Does that worry you, Carl?
Well, think about that and play a record.
What do you want?
I'd love to, a classic, a beautiful song by Simon & Garfunkel, April Comes She Will.